You guys, today is super exciting because I am going to share with you my absolute favorite thing that I eat every single day. And if you are one of my close friends, you know that I'm not lying when I say that I eat this every single day. Sometimes it is my dinner. And what is it, you ask? It is protein pudding. Okay, so I'm going to take you through it, and hopefully you guys will grow to love it as much as I do, but I'm clearly obsessed with it because I'd rather eat this than a piece of chicken or steak or anything like that. I am thoroughly obsessed. So the first ingredient is protein powder. Now I know a lot of you out there do whey protein powder, which is completely fine. If your stomach can tolerate that, more power to you. I found that the raw protein made by Garden of Life is the only thing that my belly can really tolerate. I have just a highly sensitive stomach to a lot of things, especially the lactose and things like that, so I have to watch it with the Greek yogurt and all of that. So here, one scoop here is only 17 grams of protein, so I usually do about 1.5 scoops in my bowl. And then, that was chocolate, but you can use vanilla, and unfortunately raw protein does not taste nearly as good as a lot of the other wheys out there, so that will have a little bit more flavor if you do use a whey. And I always suggest naturally sweetened. So kind of look through the ingredients and try to stay away from sucralose, aspartame, things like that. And then if they have stevia, things like naturally sweetened, I would go for that. Second ingredient is my Hershey's cocoa. You can use the off-brand, it doesn't matter, but make sure it's the naturally unsweetened. So I typically put about 2 tablespoons because I like mine chocolatey. And again, there's no sugar in that. So just 1 to 2 tablespoons depending on your chocolate love. If you don't want this to be chocolatey and you just want it to be peanut buttery, then omit that by all means. The next ingredient is the PB2. So this is a way that you can get that peanut butter flavor without as much fat. So I typically, one serving here is 2 tablespoons, and it's only 1.5 grams of fat for 2 tablespoons, and the protein content is 5 grams. So that's pretty darn good, and the sugar is only 1, carbs 5, but there's 2 grams of protein, so technically 3 grams of carbohydrates. So I will put about 2 to 4 tablespoons. To be honest, I have this every single day, so I don't even measure anymore. So I just kind of dump it in there, but I'm assuming it's about 3 tablespoons on average. And then I do put 1 to 2 tablespoons, so it depends on if, you know, I feel like I've ate a lot that day and I don't want to consume as many calories, I'll just do 1 tablespoon, but if I'm feeling the need, I will do 2, sometimes even 3. I'm telling you people, I eat a lot of calories, and I don't count, so I'm just being honest with you. And I like the Smucker's Natural because it's gritty, and I love that gritty texture, which takes me to my next ingredient is the flaxseed. So I get the milled flaxseed. If you get regular flax seeds, they're really tough and it's hard to chew on. So when you get the milled, this is basically what it looks like. So it's like a nice ground, milled up texture. And some people cannot tolerate the flaxseed. They just get upset bellies, so omit that if that is the case. This is just an extra additive that has the good protein. The fiber though content is the main thing, the main reason why I put it in there. And I know you may or may not hear about flaxseed and what the benefits are. Basically, it is known to help prevent development of heart disease, stroke, cancer, diabetes, things like that. So it's one of those foods that's really good to incorporate into your diet. Or you can even take pills in that form, but it's something good to supplement into your nutrition just because of the overall benefits. So here you see that I have everything in there, and then I also put a banana in there. So the banana size that I will put in is no larger than this, okay? So this is like medium to large, I'd say, but as you can see, it still has a little bit of that green, which means it's still lower glycemic than if you were to have a dark brown banana. I will never use a dark brown banana. I don't care if it's in banana bread or something like that with baking. I know it has more flavor, but it's just, at that point, I don't like the flavor, to be honest with you, and it's definitely not as healthy as if you were to get it on the greener side. So I am just gonna mash that all up in there. And so the banana is where you get your sweetness from, and it adds a little bit of good texture to it. And then what I do after this, and it's up to you, if you want to jazz it up, you can always use unsweetened vanilla almond milk, but I just use water because it all tastes the same to me. So I'll just put water in there, and I don't measure it. I just go little by little and then just keep mixing it around. And everyone's different. You know, some people really don't like this because of the texture, and I'm all for it because I love a thick, gritty texture. It kind of makes me feel like I'm eating ice cream in a weird way. I know it does not look or taste anything like ice cream, but it's kind of, you know, my little treat, and it's very good for you. Yes, there's a lot of fat in it coming from the peanut butter and flaxseed and all that, but again, it's good fat. And we all need healthy fats in our diet, especially if it's something that's going to help potentially prevent us from developing heart disease and cancer and all that good stuff. So you always want to do your research and find out what the healthy benefits of certain supplements and all that good stuff. But I don't really go that hardcore on mixing it up because I like to have a little bit of the banana left in there. But as you can see here, it's got little pieces of the banana. And if you like it to be a little bit more liquidy, you can always put this in the blender, blend it up, and just keep going with it and make it a little bit more of a true pudding texture, because it will get to that point if you make it thin enough. It will. Okay, so once I am done with that, you could just eat it like that because it's delightful. But I'm not gonna lie to you people, I am on these videos to tell you the truth. So my topper, and every single day, I'm not kidding you, every single day, I have this. My True Whip. I'm obsessed with Cool Whip. So I found this True Whip. It's the skinny. They have regular and they have the skinny. This says 100% natural, non-GMO, no high fructose corn syrup, no hydrogenated oil, 0 grams trans fat per serving, and gluten-free. So it's just like regular Cool Whip in there, and obviously I've already dug into that. So I put like a good couple tablespoons on the top, and I just go to town. And it's a perfect thing to have post-workout because you're gonna get your carbs, you're gonna get your proteins, you're gonna get your fats, and you should always have those 3 things after a workout for sure. And again, it's low glycemic because it's high protein, and the sugar content is coming basically from the banana, but everything is balanced out in here. So, you know, you're gonna have a good 35 grams of protein in here, which is perfect for my body type, my muscle development. I need to keep my protein up. It's very important. If you do want to keep muscle mass, you have to keep that protein up. So if you guys have any questions about anything, any snacks, anything about this, I am willing to share anything that you would like, and I will be here if you need me.